Welcome back, everyone. Happy Valentine's Day. We have a lovely Valentine's Day special. Um, and
Blech.
and that's going to start off with all of you rolling icon relationships, and then I'm going to count them in the background as you all tell us
Hey.
about um, who are you playing, and what's one Valentine's tradition from your character's hometown. Ash, Seb, start us out.
All right. Well, you knocked out the first two for me.
I spoiled it.
I'm playing Ash, the sorcerer, fueled by the power of hot peppers. And yeah, the concept of courtly romance and stuff like that hadn't been invented in his time. You know,
Hadn't been invented. How
no.
did people get together?
Oh, you trade some goats, or your dad did at least.
All right.
More of arranged marriages, I understand. Was Ash ever promised anyone, or as a weapon, a constructed weapon, was that just not really on the table for him?
I just like to think that that maybe like the villages that his culture tended to form under the watch of the Wizard King, like they weren't as s- structured as other empires would have been at that point. And so while other empires were doing sort of like the trade for goats and stuff like that, maybe Ash's people were just sort of more casual about the whole thing, but it still wasn't like, oh, here's a roasted cacao bean, and some whipped sheep milk on the side, like that just wasn't a thing.
Rumham?
Hello, I'm
Hello.
Rumham, and I play Kalia, who has a interesting history with love, but
Would you say she has intimacy issues?
you know, yeah, maybe, but like probably because of like those people who like are really into the church and then they leave the church and they're like, wow, they had some weird rules. I think it's something like that. But she hails from the town of Cragwater, and is a pretty crusader-esque, crusader aligned town. And the crusader is not known for being all lovable. So
What?
yeah, surprise,
Oh,
surprise.
this is lore I wasn't expecting.
So on this our most day of loving, it's actually kind of used as like a day to get your grievances out with other people. Maybe like someone who cheated on you, something like that. So it's actually kind of like a fight day. You fight other people who you have grievances with, so you can make up and be happy. So, kind of like a brawly day. You got that ex-boyfriend who still has that T-shirt that you really want back. Just punch him in the face and take it back.
All right. Ellen?
Hi, I'm Ellen. I play Dame Kiri Jadespine, who is the Dwarven operatic bard and leader of the Jadespine Dwarven clan. And her parents were jewelers. So growing up, she didn't really celebrate like romantic holidays the same way as other people because that was typically really busy in the shop. And so she didn't really get to celebrate the holiday because her parents would bring her in and have her help them behind the counter. And then once she was out on the road and like working as an opera singer, she didn't really have long-term romantic engagements like that, where typically the people that she was flirting with had to go sweet talk their actual wives on romantic holidays. So yeah, she's
Oh, that's an almost tragic past for the dame.
I don't think she really cares because she also still gets to drink a lot of wine, and now she doesn't have to like share it with people and
Oh,
pretend
she's
she likes them.
Galentine's.
now she drinks alone. Okay.
No,
Oh,
Love
yeah.
yourself.
she celebrates Galentine's Day. She treats herself. Nice face mask, a good bottle of wine.
A bath as deep as she is tall.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
Mm-hmm.
she's still a tragic character.
About
Hey, how's it going? I'm Leanne Morns, and I'm a commander. And on top of that, I think that Leanne doesn't celebrate Valentine's. Most of her Valentine's days, when she was guarding as like a normal guard before she got into her current position, she was stationed in Axis, and one of the traditions there on Valentine's is to go for a nice romantic betting session in the arenas. You know, they dress it up. There's like hearts. They're not even painted hearts, but they turn red by the end of the day. It's pretty cool. Most of her time was spent making sure that the merriment didn't go too far involving that.
a romantic holiday for sure. And last, certainly not least, Max.
I'm Max. I play Lucian. Lucian was from a very small town, so I'd say Valentine's Day was kind of normal with people just getting flowers, and chocolates are pretty hard to come by in those areas. So instead, it was who had the finest meats and things like that, steaks. So being the butcher's boy, Lucian had plenty of suitors.
That is good to hear, Lucian. So last we left off, also Ash and Callie. I didn't see your icon relationships.
Oh yeah, I was waiting for everybody else to roll them so they didn't get all jumbled. Sorry, let me do that.
It's all good.
Same.
Last we left off, you guys were in Entowood.
Oh my
You
goodness.
had traveled.
Again with the ghoul?
No, that's
No.
Diabolist.
Oh.
Oh boy. Oh, today's gonna be a spicy session. I'm using these.
Oh boy, Ash.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. How do you guys feel about lightning?
I don't know. It can be positive or it can be negative.
Sorry,
Hey,
I just
hey.
that made me fearful for a
Boo!
second. Sorry.
Boo! Shame!
Your moves mean
Shame!
nothing to me. I've seen what made you cheer.
So, last we left off, we were in the party had made its way to Entowood, looking to deal with a cult of the Devourer who are trying to summon the Stone Thief to Entowood. Upon arriving there, and as hinted at by notes left to Callie along the way, the Crusader are there as well, seeking the same quarry. It's up to you guys, and if you are working alongside them, or if you're going to work against them, or what. I don't believe that decision's been made yet. You guys have now been there about 2 days. The dame is pretending to be an infant. You guys have sold most of your wares and such. You have a way of communicating with Jade Spy Manor at this point. Is that Jane? The dame, tell us how you are keeping in touch. Are these letters? Are these like message stones?
Yeah, probably. Well, a conventional mail probably is kind of difficult to get through the front, but didn't we send letters with like birds or something?
You did have flying letters at one time.
Yeah. So that's probably the main thing. The doing flying letters, but I think also since they are behind enemy lines and things like that, she very much tried to like set things up so that the manor doesn't and the Jade Spines don't actually need her attention right now. Like they're okay with Njal.
Mm-hmm. Well, you receive a low importance message anyway via fairly standard courier mail. Everyone knows they're read across the line, so it doesn't reveal anything too particular. But using the keywords you've established with your troop, with the people back home, your researchers at the forge are excited that they have finished their design of a lightweight curved, almost scimitar sword. It requires less materials to produce, but is still as effective in combat. It just doesn't cut through. It's not an axe, right? It doesn't cut through heavy armor like an axe does. But they think that if you can get it sold, that you could produce more weapons with less material.
Oh, excellent.
And then they say they have a couple things to do, but when you get back, they'd like new direction on what to work on next.
Okay.
I'm curious if the elves use mostly light armor or heavy.
As a style, dwarves tend to be the one that have focus on heavy armor and weaponry, whereas the elves prefer like sung wood, which is as strong as a medium mail but lighter. But right now, in these times, the elves are happy. Well, they're not particularly happy, but the common soldier is probably wearing light metal armor, with their more elite units using the nice stuff.
Naturally.
Speaking of which, while investigating the area, you guys have been snooping around. You've been asking questions. You've been checking, basements and corners and such, looking for info on the cult as best you can before you do know you have instructions directly to their base. But perhaps found it prudent to try to get as much info as necessary, especially surprised that there's additional forces in the area. Where's my notes? Ash, you,
Hi.
while during one such investigation, with your attunements to magic and such, detect the faint sign of a magic lock just in the middle of a pile of dirt.
Okay. If I dig it out, what do I find?
We need the key.
It's a wooden. When you dig over the loose dirt away, it's pretty clear that someone had buried this hatch. It is a wooden hatch with a simple magic seal that prevents anyone from opening it. It doesn't take you much effort to break it if you're so interested.
There's no like pictures, no sigil.
This is very crude magic. This is like the school hallway lock.
No like water department of, you know, Elven Public Works.
Yeah,
I don't think there's a watermark.
Okay.
Whereas elvish locks are beautiful, this is crude and simple.
I'll try. Yeah. Okay. I'll try and bust it then.
It really doesn't take more than a wave of your hand for it to just bust open, and the hatch swings open smoothly.
Oh. I'm going to summon my little fairy lights to light the way down, because I can do that.
Mm-hmm.
I have dancing lights, so
Useful.
Yep. So they'll just pop in and out of existence while lighting our way down.
It's a mostly earthen tunnel, almost as if someone had dug it. Every now and then there's wood and such that is propping up the walls to keep it from collapsing in, but it really looks like this isn't standard construction. As the last of you are popping into this hole, one of the nearby guards catches the tail end of your party and starts asking what you guys are up to. Leanne, you're able to feign off them with a interesting intersection of the law. Tell us what Leanne is able to convince this guard that no, this is fine.
What is the exact context of our trouble?
They think you're trespassing. I mean, you are just kind of sidling into a dimly lit tunnel under someone's house.
Well, you see, according to Elven estate law involving trespassing and such, areas that are underneath your building is actually not technically property according to their laws. This was made in accordance to the treaty that they made with the dwarves. So if there were any dwarven ruins underneath, the dwarves would instantly get claim of that without having to deal with the elves.
They, of course, call this root law.
I don't like this.
The guard is more just annoyed that like he was just trying to do his job and he got a lengthy legal lecture about the local ordinances. He just kind of moves on with his time. This is not worth his effort.
I'd like to note, by the way, Leanne only learned that after the events that happened in the cave, in the
That makes
dinosaur
sense.
cave.
That makes sense. Finally, as your party is sidling through this tunnel, of which the name is the most comfortable, being the smallest, the dirt starts to give way. It starts collapsing due to how many people are passing through. Kalia, how do you get the party out of this bind?
I'm gonna use my shield to hold the ceiling together while everybody walks under her. Well, I mean, around probably because she probably takes up most of the hole, most of the cavern. But yeah, she's just gonna use her shield to hold the ceiling together.
Your massive shield proves to hold up the dirt perfectly fine. You let everyone through, and then pull your shield out, and the tunnel collapses a bit behind you. You'll have to dig it out to get back out.
I'll just use my smaller shield to dig it out. Duh.
Genius.
Oh, Kalia solves every problem. Shield.
You guys find your way into a much better constructed part. It looks like this is an old warehouse underneath if your spatial senses are correct, underneath the blacksmith. There is a single hatch back up to the blacksmith that is locked, and there's a forgeborn, someone who has been constructed and is owned with service, who is sitting there tinkering over a unfinished, dead, it's hard to tell, body of another forgeborn. He looks up in startlement, dropping his wrench and such with a clatter, and turns to the party. Do not take. Hello.
Good day, sir.
Hi.
The image didn't load. Some background character, since this is your first run-in with Forgeborn, the Archmage views these as just living constructs like any other, and mostly just as trying to prevent people from creating too many of them, since they tap into some of the same energy that he's looking to tap into. The Crusader believes that steel-shod warriors with iron bones is something that he would like in his army. The Dwarf King commonly is the one creating these. They're often called dwarf forged as well. They are just servitors. They are meant to be in the darkness of the mines and keep working and forging items.
That should be our next project back home.
Slavery?
No, we build them.
You know, there's a whole quest in Dragon Age Origins about the morals of these types of individuals. So I'm on the slavery side of
Really?
making a bunch of these. Yeah, that just seems
Like machines. Is your GPS a slave?
Yes, because I'm always lost.
And right there is the crux of a ages-long discussion. Are Forgeborn, which seem to have intelligence and sentience, deserving of being an independent race, or are they like magic items, just particularly useful creations that have a personality but aren't really independent?
Hmm.
Classic.
Knocking over several things, and all around this much nicer room there's light, it's very well lit, there's pieces of machinery everywhere, there's schematics just detailing every aspect of what he's trying to build or repair, and he's knocking over this as he turns. He's very caught off guard with this, and he's trying to like cover up the body with a blanket and be like, "Oh, I would do not was repair forge repairs. Please hold, please halt."
And what damages did they receive then?
Not done. Like, this is sword. Sword is half built. Yes.
So it's not repair, it's creation.
No, that not allowed. Forbidden. Against rules. No, just
what
build
clause?
up. The Dane would probably be very familiarly intimate with the fact that a forgeborn creating another forgeborn is just a terrifying concept, something that they've long tried to prevent, and no one is even sure if it's possible. But if it were possible, it'd be like self-building weapons.
Siri building
Yeah.
another Siri.
Mm-hmm.
Calculating.
Uh-huh. Forgeborn, huh? Huh.
You're still dressed up like an infant, right?
Yeah.
Just making sure.
What's the Terminator company? Sky something? Skynet?
Skynet.
Yeah. Are you building this for somebody? Did somebody order you to do this?
Yes, owned by people above. They do not admit that they own glorious forgeborn. Excellent, useful forgeborn is Prax. And I build what they sell. Swiftly.
They sell you? They
No,
sell...
I make things, I make weapons, I repair armor. They sell very swift, very efficient economics.
Okay. And you're building what is that there?
Just side project. Do not. May I interest you in armor repairs?
Yeah,
Don't wear.
You do not wear armor.
my dog does.
Oh, let me look. And he starts like making big, exaggerate motions over Grizz's armor.
Okay, so while he's doing that, aside to the dame, what's going on?
This is bad. If he's building more forgeborn, that's real bad.
Why is it bad?
Can he not? Why is he not disclosing who ordered it?
He
He's
might
being really
be ordered. He might be ordered to. Or he's lying. That could be a thing.
Given how you got here, it's pretty obvious this was meant to be a secret.
Yeah, hey, Mr. Robot, your front door
Prax!
is broken.
Oh,
Prax.
oh.
Yeah, you might want to fix that. It was a
Indubitably.
pretty crappy
Oh,
magical lock you put on it.
Biggest apologies, ma'am.
Biggest apologies.
It's okay. Just letting you know, since this seems like a pretty secret organization you got down here.
You am relieved to see customers. Not very popular location, but you found it. Very astute.
Uh-huh.
Agreeable customers, many wares.
Yeah.
So can you find any upgrades in Grizz's armor?
He sits there. You can hear like the whir of cogs in his head. And he's like, I can make much better armor, but need living metal.
Living?
Living metal. It shifts in shapes like liquid, but is hard like metal. Very adventurous, you people who could go get such a thing for Prax to make dog armor. Compassionate armor.
Hmm.
Intrepid adventurers, please get living metal.
How would living metal make his armor better?
Itchy dog. Very weird shape, yes.
Grizz growls at
Itchy
him.
dog.
Weird shape.
But with jaunty living metal, we shape around the shape of dog. Much more better fitting. Mature armor for dog.
Are you sure you just don't want the metal for Glatos? And I'll throw open the
You,
thing that he used to cover
You
it.
don't know the name.
I suppose that
That's
there
right
probably
there.
was a name just written on like a piece of paper nearby it.
If it can kill me, I know.
Just a little tag hanging off of his toe that says like his date of death, what caused it.
Hello, my name is. Yeah.
Prax takes several steps backwards, knocking down things as he goes. And he tries to pull the blanket back up.
Hey, how about this? We bring you living metal, you help us, and we'll keep your operation a secret.
Why are we helping out the crazy robot?
Because he can help us.
Well, we need
Andy?
to find out who he's working for.
I work for the two who call themselves blacksmiths up above. They are very steady people.
Huh.
He lets out the equivalent of a forgeborn sigh, which is mostly just like steam whistling out through his constantly open mouth. And he turns and pulls back the blanket that a bit and looks at the creature he's trying to create, and he's like, "Spunky Prax will tell truth. Apologies. I am artificer. I create. I make." But is very lonely. I've been held by stingy elves for so long, making their goods. They do not like working with squat metal. I seek a companion, and there are many who just are thick. They do not want Prax to have companion, but Prax is thrifty. Prax has slowly made body. Prax will have friend.
Oh,
And that's
Damn,
why you
how
need the
much?
metal.
How much does it cost to buy one of these?
No idea, GM.
Thousands of platinum.
Hmm. Okay.
This is kind of a big deal.
Timid Prax has been alone so long, and just asks tenacious party, please help. Prax could do succinct recompense if you help.
Isn't this like directly against your contract or coding?
Yes.
Yeah.
So by doing this, you're neglecting your contract.
I still make for those up above who tell me what to make. But I have spare time. I make stylish things for them, and then I'm studious with do not sleep. Work on Galatos instead.
If we find this for you, okay, I guess just aside, I'm trying to buy both him and this next person that he makes.
I don't think that's gonna happen. And if you buy him, his owners aren't gonna be happy.
Okay, either take because this guy obviously could disobey his rules or somehow threaten or whatever the
It's not
actual
sure how much they actually have to follow what they're told versus how much they just do so because that's what they know. He pulls out a couple pieces of parchment and designs and such, and he's like, Crafty Prax has designed many useful things that also require the liquid metal. The excess could be used to create each of you one stylish item.
Oh, well, why didn't you say so, Prax?
Oh my god, that's literally what I was suggesting. We have him make stuff. Look, Lucian, you're a human. You don't understand. You're gonna live as long as some of the rest of us in the party. I am gonna help this robot. I'm gonna
Alright.
help him.
Are you?
Yep.
I'm down.
Seems like a not particularly great idea.
Why?
Well, presumably this guy is not presumably, this guy is very deep in elven territory. This is this could cascade into the elves getting into something that we don't want them to. We let this guy finish. We let this
Hey,
guy
hey,
finish. They stumble
Prax.
across him. They
Hello,
start asking
Sanguine
questions.
Avenger.
Are you going to build any more friends? Or
No.
is GLaDOS the only one?
Practical Prax has one companion for his heart, and that is Galatos. And he gingerly touches the body.
Oh man, this is
Okay,
not.
he's only gonna
friendship.
build one. Ash, come on.
Okay,
They're not
listen.
supposed to build any.
Who cares if they're supposed to or not? I didn't get to
Hey,
where I
Prax.
was by doing what I was supposed to.
Do you have any idea what a disaster it would be if there were forgeborn making more forgeborn? Like that would just
Can Forgeborn lie?
Yes.
Clearly. That's why I'm
Oh.
taking
How-
away my opinion of him being
How
a
how well are they, like, master manipulators, or
You should treat them as if they were humans, right? Some are very
Okay.
good, some are very bad.
now Prax? We know where you live. We
Unpleasant.
broke your crappy front door.
Unpleasant.
Right. It's very unpleasant. And we want to help you. We really do.
Everyone breaks Prax's doors.
Yeah, I know.
Pioneering
And
Prax just wants to build.
we'll help you build better doors, but you gotta promise you only build one friend, and that your friend doesn't build any friends. I know, you when one robot loves another robot for a very long time, you start thinking about wanting to build a family, but we can't have that. We'd love to help you, but you gotta promise us.
Philosophical
gonna
Prax has
procreate.
detected that he has pierced Adventurer's heart, and he promises, and he will live life with Galatos forever.
I can't. Okay, you do that. You do that, Prax. We gotta help this robot.
Prax, when's the last time you seen the sun?
I regularly, once every 2 weeks, go above to deliver additional goods.
For how long?
Shipment hauling can take a couple up and downs, usually an hour or two. Out of workshop, into forge area, back out of forge area, into workshop. The moon is beautiful. Not many people out at night, masters say.
All right. Well, just to aside to the group, I think that we should help them, but I definitely want to talk to the blacksmiths and see if we can take them with us. Or take
I
Prax
don't
with us.
think that they will let us take their work monkey.
It's
Why would they
obviously
let
a
us?
secret. We could threaten to turn them in and tell them what's happening.
Okay, I mean,
Or we could just leave with them.
Where are the ones that are not locals? If new people saunter in and say, "Hey, we found your secret workshop and your slave. We're gonna steal him because you're not nice to him," I think they would be upset.
Painstaking
just me,
Prax
though.
must outline one further request.
Yes.
He points. He pulls back a piece of metal over the center of the chest of Galatos and points at an empty heart cavity. Bella the Mad, previous forgeborn wizard, had heart mechanism. She has laboratory near cave where living metal resides, where she researched. It is her notes that I used. Patient, perceptive, build. I require that as well.
So
But-
the heart is the last piece that you need to animate this thing, basically.
The
And the
heart
living
to
metal.
power, the liquid metal to set, and the rest of the
Okay.
liquid metal to build your equipment. But
So Dame, if you're worried about them building, if we take the notes, he can build it, right? And then we take the notes from him so that nobody else can read the notes. Because if they can't power the constructs, then they just have empty constructs, right?
I like it.
That might work.
Can
Bella
we
the
help
man
the robot, please?
was a trickster, liked to build traps, intricate traps. Some say that the only time, the reason she died was she accidentally activated one while getting tea, because she had forgotten all those that she had built. But do not worry, others have deactivated the traps on the way.
Deactivated,
down.
huh? Great.
I'm hopeful they are dead.
The
I say
traps
we
or the
help them
people?
with their. Help them find them and grab them. And then, yeah, we can just take the plans.
Perfect. I'm so glad you broke my pale door.
Me
Yeah,
too,
we'll
Prax.
fix that on the way out. Don't worry, don't worry.
Why does this guy talk like a robot?
Who's this guy?
I
Prax?
mean, yeah, like he talks like a robot. Like
He is a robot.
is he?
Yes.
Oh,
He's
I
a
thought he
he's a
Forgeborn.
forgeborn. They're basically robots.
I
The whole thing about how robots
Robots
need
were building robots, but I
didn't.
I missed that part. I thought we were dealing with like a weird little. I thought we were dealing with like a weird little
So
crooked wizard or something. I don't know.
Wow.
Adventure awaits.
But when you say forgeborn, as much as the GM did, it loses meaning.
No.
I think we're
Alright.
good to move
Have
on.
a modern
Yeah.
adventure.
Well, worst comes to worst, we get some things out of this.
I don't like it, but all right.
He hands you a map and some of the details of how to get to where you're going. It's about a half day's journey from where you currently are. You've already sold all of your goods and such, so there's really no risk of theft while you're gone. You should be able to get there and back in one day, so no need to even bring camping supplies and such. It's not that others don't want living metal, it's just that it's fairly dangerous to actually acquire such things, and the elves don't particularly care for it. If the dwarves were nearby, they would have absolutely drained this deposit dry. Let's see. We had Leanne and Callie and Ash do stuff to get here. Dame, on the way, a troop of elves pass by, and they are just really interested, and there's a child, and they all want to dawdle on you and pay attention to you, and you need to get past without them knowing you're not actually a kid. What do you do?
I think the dame. Gosh. Let's see. Probably needs to. Trying to think of like what's the thing that actually makes people go away when there's a baby around, because it's pretty much just screaming. I think she basically tries to she makes her eyes look like as big and like, oh my god, she's a little kid as much as possible. And then the second that someone gets in her space, she looks scared and then starts screaming. And immediately turns back to Kalia like, oh god, mom, help me.
Look what you did to my kid! How dare you! She was doing so good, and now she's gonna scream for 18 hours again!
Sorry, I was just that somehow has become a recurrent thing, huh? 18 hours of screaming. Lucian, the same band of troops, some of them have split off and challenged you to an archery match. It's a pretty fair, close match, but you're not sure if you should intentionally throw it to make them feel better, or if you should just beat their butts. What do you do?
So if I wanted to win, I could just win. You're telling me I wouldn't have to like roll?
Nope. It'd be a close match, but you'd win.
I'll win.
The elf that you were betting against lets out a very poetic curse. It flows together like poetry, but just it's the equivalent of a sailor's curse as far as elves go. His commanding officer drags him off and comes to apologize for the language of it. From your sake, he barely he maybe said one or two mean words, but
Crud.
yeah, pretty much. And that's you guys managed to get past that and come up upon the fabled steel caves. It's not that anyone doesn't know where these are. In fact, it's marked on most local maps as a hazard. As you get closer, you can see that the caves are lined with gleaming metal on the inner bits, and the outer bits of the cave are this pool of metal that is with juts of spikes coming up at crazy angles, almost as if they're trees. You see a bird fly by too low, and a new spike jumps out of the ground, piercing the bird through, and slowly starts sinking back into the ground.
I've never seen a liquid metal vein this intact, this untouched. Do you realize how much money we could make?
How much?
Like, we could retire. Screw the stone thief and stuff. We could just we could pay other people to have to deal with it.
For your reference, you were given a carefully designed jar meant to hold it without it injuring you. You're going to gather about a gallon of it, and that goes for about easily a platinum per gallon. And you're looking at just an entire pool of it, just even on the outskirts of the cave.
Oh.
Those elves have no idea what they have.
That said, how do you plan on getting past these spikes? You do have to get inside that cave.
Are the spikes like? Do they don't have, obviously they don't have eyes or anything, but
Nope.
like what is the distance that we can get up to them? Yeah, before they realize that something is close.
You could do some tests. You could grab some. You could grab some sticks and try to poke close. You could throw rocks at it to see how it reacts.
Oh, look at that! 15 sessions in, Seb. Oh, look at the 10-foot pole. Never gonna need it. We're playing heroes. Don't need a 10-foot pole. If you're checking for traps, you're doing it wrong, Seb. Well, you know what? Screw you guys. I'll leap across.
Yeah, he can do it. I don't
Gets
care.
impaled.
I'll
Use Dragon's Leap. I'm done.
Sure, you're absolutely free to use your Dragon's Leap. That said, you're going to have to make some checks because you're still low enough for them to try to stab at you.
Oh man.
You're going to need to pass a single
Well,
DC
if
20
I'm
skill
gonna-
check.
If it's okay, you know what? I'm gonna try and take this out. I'm gonna try and make this worth it. I want to gather power before I do it.
Okay.
Question.
And
If we just need 1 gallon of the stuff, why are we bothering to go in the cave?
Because inside the cave is the research
Heart.
lab for the
Oh,
heart.
right. Okay.
I want to gather power before it, if you'll let me.
Mm-hmm.
Now, gather power normally only does double damage,
Mm-hmm.
but I want to do this so that Dragon's Leap is like a Dragon's Leap. You know what I mean? Like there's like an aura around it, and there's damage coming off of it, so that if they try, so that I want to try and damage this thing back. You know what I mean?
All right,
Like-
Seb. So this was supposed to be 3 DC 20 checks to have different players have to deal with it. Because you're using a daily and I like your plan. If you succeed the single check, you'll solve it for everyone.
Okay. So for my so I just want to use raw magical energy for this. I'm gathering power. I want to use overcharged.
Sounds good.
Right? Like I've been exposed. I'm letting it out. Like I'm in my feelings. And I want to roll. I just want to roll just to see what I get first. What was that? What was that? I didn't see that. What was that? Oh yeah, baby. Let's go. So it's DC strength or dexterity, constitution. Which is it?
You're leaping across and trying to dodge mid-air. That definitely sounds like a dexterity check.
Now spell fist makes me use constitution for
That
everything.
that's fine and fair. You might have a magic barrier around you as you're brimming with energy.
Yes, that's what it is. That's exactly what it is. Perfect. Thank you. All right, team. Goodbye.
And gets impaled. Just as
I get impaled. I want to re-roll. I want to use one of my dailies.
Oh my god. I
When he
thought
came
you
in-
said you were going to be using your
Not my
icon
daily-
relationships.
Yeah. I'm sorry. My icon relationship. My complicated. The archmage. The archmage.
Uh-huh.
Complicated archmage. What would be a good one? That would be enough,
Seems,
right? To use a
seems like
complicated one.
he would
Yep.
laugh at you when you fall and then just kind of pick you up and throw you.
Look, you pull power from the nearby weak ley line, and like as you're being stabbed, it impacts your clothes. It's about to go into your skin. You just couldn't dodge or barrier against them fast enough, and then you tap into a small ley line. You cross over for a split second to repower up and go through to the other side, crash landing and skidding into the cave. You've gotten across. Hold on, that was your archmage. You've gotten
Yeah.
across, but you've burnt up the entire outer bit of the pond. It's all retreated back into the cave from being damaged.
I overdid it. I did it too well. Some might say.
Yep.
I dust myself off and wave at the party from the other side. I say, "You're welcome."
You do lose 1 recovery.
Does he do
Oh.
anything without blowing up?
I like him. Who wants to cross first now?
At this point, it's just open land. It's all retreated into the cave. You're safe to walk to where he is.
Okay.
I destroyed billions of gold coins worth of raw resources, but we're here.
Well, that is a solution, I guess. Let's go.
A
Alright.
solution would have been your body if you fell into that liquid.
We're just going with all the bad science puns, huh?
The shores of the cave, as they were, are metallic, made like steel, metal. The water is raw liquid metal that is lapping up and down. Where the metal goes down into the water like substance, there's no rust. You can hear clack, clack, clack like steel claws on a metal surface in the distance of the cave. You can smell ozone and feel vibration against the ground.
What a cheery place.
Do we just need
I
to fill up a gallon somewhere? And
Yep, you'll just want to go down to the water at this point and glug up a gallon.
I kind of like it. It reminds me of my time in the other places.
all right, here's your gallon. Go fill it up.
All right. Oh, okay. Hey guys, I'm like sliding down onto like the coast. You know, it's all dark because of the stone, and I'm like, hey guys, who am I? Don't try that again. I'm not. Okay, you guys get it. I'm filling up the jug.
As you fill up the jug, the glow of orangish red reflects across the water as a clacking noise comes out from a crevice right about here. It looks like a steel-plated wingless and eyeless dragon, but moves with the deadly grace of a hunting cat. It has 6 legs and armored plates that slide up against each other as it moves, and a single eye-like thing with forge light swirling out of it, just softly pulsing with the heat of a furnace inside.
That looks not great.
I want it. I want to ride it.
It has a
That
huge.
was exactly what I was thinking. We need to recruit this.
It has a huge cyclopean furnace port that has an eye. Its head swings about wildly. It seems like it heard a noise, but is having trouble locating where it is.
So it's not blind. It just has one eye.
As far as based on how its actions are, this creature can't see Ash, despite Ash being right across the way.
I'm going to very
Oh.
slowly make my way back up the slope.
You went down about a 5-foot slope. You're gonna have to climb back up slowly and quietly if you're going.
Oh yeah, absolutely. And I'm, very slowly, very quietly, and I'm going to.
Yes, Pow.
I think you forgot to bring Leanne into the scene.
Oh, I apparently did. Thank you.
I'm going to like very carefully like raise a finger up to my lips. Where my lips would be above the mask.
Can I throw him the unbreakable rope to help him be
You
stealthy
sure
and
can. You go
undead?
over to the ledge and lower
Oh,
down.
that close?
I mean, you're
I
free
can
to go a
throw
little
it.
close. It's a metal chain, and these are metal cave shores. Are you really going to throw it? Your elven rope, which is always a perfect length, is soft,
Right,
but
I can
as you
throw it.
throw it, like it's just short, right?
It can't be short. It's the
I'm going
perfect
to.
length.
It's the
I'm
perfect
gonna,
length as you pull. Yeah.
I feverishly shake my head. I feverishly shake my head. I like point at the fact that I'm like still walking. I'm just like, hold on, wait, coming. Like I'm still coming. I'm still walking. Just, I don't want to hear that thing. Could probably hear the rope hit the ground. You know what I mean?
But it can't hear you whisper.
Could we? But if we throw something in the opposite direction to distract it.
Oh,
Don't throw
are there
anything.
any tools?
Don't piss it off at all. Don't
There are
provoke
no
it.
there are no tools in this area.
Please,
I
just
would like to
please
use
just
my
let me walk.
long-range bow and shoot as far as I can out into the distance.
No, just let him try and make it. Save your shot for if it
All
does
right, I'll
startle.
hold it. I'll hold it.
Dame, you are in the back of the group. Can you give me a DC 35 check?
Oh,
Good.
What about not distracting it now?
For what?
You're trying to detect things that have attracted your attention elsewhere and snuck up on you.
Okay, but like, what skill check am I doing?
That's probably a wisdom.
Okay. As an architecture aficionado, you have to like stay on your toes. A lot of times buildings have owners and things like that, so you got to pay attention while you're wandering around. So she's used to kind of keeping one eye open for other occupants of the building.
All right, I buy
For
it.
a long time, let me tell you, a lot of those buildings, they got people inside of them.
Yep.
Oh no!
You are just caught unawares by the machinations of the steel raptor across the way, as three more sneak up from behind, attacking, leaping down from where they were to attack the party.
Oh,
I've
great.
already drawn my bow. Do I get anything?
You'll be part of the surprise round.
Yippee!
That could be better.
The one across the shore turns its cyclopean eye straight at Ash.
Was that Leanne?
That was someone's. Yeah, I think
Got a
Leanne's
one.
initiative.
No, it's Ash.
Why are you doing this?
All right. So since they got a surprise round, three of them, the ones that sprung the ambush, go first. They are going to attack. What? They're going to first attack Lucian with 2 attacks. Lucian rolls out of the way of the raptor that was leaping onto him, rolling down to the next level to avoid its attacks, coming out unscathed.
While still having the bow drawn.
Mm-hmm.
I
You'll
like
fire
this.
back up out at it as you roll down.
Oh, I have to fire at that one, not at the one we knew about.
I mean, it would be cooler if you fired at the one that attacked you, right?
All right, yeah, with the long range bow right in his face.
All right, these are pack hunters, so 2 of them are attacking the dame. Dame,
Yeah.
let me roll your final 2 attacks as well.
Oof.
What happened to our
Rolls.
roles for icon relationships?
I jotted them down.
Okay,
I can
well, I
tell
don't.
you what they are.
Okay.
Lucian has
not-
a priestess 5+, and elf queen 6. Or emperor 6. Dame has an elf queen 6. Callie has a Diablo 6. Ash has an archmage 6, and Lich King 5.
Cool. Thank you.
All
No,
right.
I have a Lich King 6.
I'm having issues where none of the rolls are actually
Yeah, I don't
showing
see
up.
any rolls.
Oh, I sorry. I accidentally rolled them all as private. Oh, you got hit by 3 attacks because they're pack hunters. Those hits do an extra 7 damage per additional enemy nearby, which means you take a total of 63 damage.
63?
Yes.
Wow! Okay.
63.
Yes.
That's a 6 and a 3.
6 and a 3. That is, each of them attacks twice for 14 damage on a hit, and then plus 7 damage for every extra ally nearby.
Oh, mama!
I did not mean to move.
That's
Sorry.
okay. You can move back.
Are you standing?
Yeah, no, I'm still up.
All right.
Oh,
You shoot up, but it's just a close hit, and it only nicks and scratches the metal of the creature.
I want to give him a +3 to his attack, though.
All right.
ooh.
Moment of glory.
Let me double check. That will turn it into a hit.
43.
Wow. Why are you doing this much damage?
It's a fully drawn bow.
Oh, mama.
Man asks after doing 63 in one turn.
Hey, with like 4 attacks.
Oh God. Echo Max returns.
That must be the cave.
I'm sorry. It's back.
All right. Your arrow cleanly punches into it, and with some cogs start falling out, and some steam hisses out. And now we are going to the top of the initiative. It is going to be Callia's turn.
Which is so weird. I don't think I've ever been top of the initiative.
What did you roll?
I have no idea because he rolled it. Oh wait, no, I rolled a 23. Apparently.
Nice.
I have an idea actually.
Excuse me.
Of something that I can do with my icon relationship and my big old shield.
Okay.
So my party members have been injured. And I think seeing the dame get hit so hard would kind of fill Kalia with this rage, like a lot of rage and anger that the Diabolist would think is fun to watch and to egg on.
Okay.
And so I want her to run full steam into these raptors to try and push them back and to put herself between the Dame and Leanne and the raptors and maybe possibly do a little bit of damage.
All right, I'll let you do a shield bash against the two of them, and then
Wait. No, I'm sorry. That was an accident.
I'll let you shield attack the two of them and swap your spots with the dame, so she's no longer engaged.
Okay.
I
yeah,
appreciate
so
that. Thank you.
she's just gonna run up and try and bash these guys back so that the Dame can get behind her. She's very angry, does not look happy. And would the Dame want a heal from Kalia, or is she kind of grossed out by Kalia's ghoul heals?
I mean, I think she's grossed out, but also 17 health. She will take free healing.
Sure, I will also give her a heal.
All right. The dame currently has rips through her body from the steely talons and bite marks from the raptors. Maggots start to squirm under her skin as they pop out and
Ew.
go across the wounds, leaving behind flesh as they go, and then they disappear.
Alrighty, and that's my turn. So I can't do any damage. I can just switch spots with the Dame.
No, I said you could basic attack both of them.
Oh, I did not hear that. I'm sorry. My bad. Boop. Oh my god. Okay, 25 hits. Just remember that number, everybody. My turn is over.
All right. You leave behind some scrapes and scratches on the outer body of the one, and the other just gets a few minor scratches. All right, Lucian, is now your turn.
I'm just drawing back the bow as much as I can. Oh, that was horrible.
I thought I had stored up command points.
You do. I put them in a new custom resource for you.
Ah. Cool. Well, hey, Lucian, do you feel confident in being able to hit?
Yeah.
Okay, well. There you go.
All right. Thank you.
The one you shoot at jumps into the air and twists with cat-like speed and grace, gaining 2 AC against ranged attacks, causing the arrow to fly straight through the center of mass where it was moments ago.
What? But it says hit.
It does. I applied that after the fact.
Ooh.
You notice as it lands that the ball joints and the legs have evolved in this combat in retaliation to what you've done, and now its legs are bigger and more powerful to enable that kind of movement.
I never should have talked to you about Shadow of War.
And the 24, I assume, misses also?
Correct.
So 10 miss damage?
Yep, 10 miss damage. Let me apply that second one.
All right. Grizz is going to try his darndest.
I assume Grizz ran up there to the higher elevation.
Wait, he's right next to it.
This is a staircase right here. This is a small cliff.
Oh,
So Grizz can go up the stairs and go next to it.
okay. But he missed.
Mm-hmm. It's hard to bite metal.
That's a coward's way of talking.
All right.
Okay.
Sorry, Leanne. I thought for sure that was a hit.
All right, the one across the way jumps with a hop and then hop again to attack Ash.
No, 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 no.
Roll a 2 for the first one. I know.
All right. Yeah.
The bite only catches at your ankles, doing no damage, but the claws manage to scratch the back of your legs, doing 14 damage.
Oh, I hate this thing.
Let's see. Two of them are now engaged with Kalia. Let's see. Both of them, where is it? Spikes start to emerge from their skin as they lash out with Kalia with 4 hits. They now deal 5 miss damage.
You still have.
Oh
that
wait, yeah,
targeted.
you targeted Ash.
Oh,
The
no, I'm sorry.
first 2 do not hit. The 29 hits, and the 15 does not hit. So only the 29.
Okay, so the 29 is 14 plus 7 for... I can't do that math, apparently.
I can just apply
21.
both as damage. It's okay.
And then you have 15 miss damage from the spikes.
Oh my god. Wait, what?
I said they grew spikes to do miss damage.
Okay. I don't like that. Okay.
With its standard action, the final one is going to attack Grizz.
$28. What the heck?
Yeah, that's 2 attacks. And it does 14 damage to Grizz as Grizz manages to avoid the bite. It's then going to disengage. So Grizz gets an attack of opportunity against it.
Ah.
That was not a hit. You didn't target.
Oh.
And small gliding wings are going to erupt from its body as it glides across the cavern to safety.
Okay.
All right, Dame, is now your turn.
Okay. Dame is now disengaged, correct?
Correct.
Okay. She is going to back up over by Lucian. And then she's going to target the Considerate Steel Raptor and Echoing Thunder.
I don't think it's very considerate, to be honest.
I
No,
agree.
she's not a fan. And hit?
The mouth of the creature opens up wide as gems erupt from it, and it eats your spell.
What?
Yep.
Okay. Great.
Oh no, it's gonna spit the spell back at you, isn't it?
Right.
Oh no.
Do I still get... Okay, so question.
You still have the 2d6 thunder damage.
Okay, great. Alright, I guess that's my turn then.
Oh, I forgot to put this out too. All right,
Okay.
Ash, you are currently trying to climb up. You can, you're engaged from behind.
Oh,
Didn't want the rope, eh?
I'm walking. What do you want me to do? Grab the
I
rope and
could
just
pull
keep
you.
walking?
Hold its hand.
The rope would help you with climbing.
How
up.
far? Hold on. I gotta read something. It says one random nearby enemy. Are these 2 idiots
Yep.
in front of Kalia nearby?
Yes.
All right. Chaos Pulse. I haven't done that one yet. And this one is going to be
I just did a roll of fate. It was this one.
Versatile Steel Raptor. You have been chosen. Which one is the versatile one?
The one right by Leanne.
Okay, Leanne, you're welcome. The random energy type is thunder, which probably doesn't do anything to constructs.
Nope.
All right.
Oh, I didn't mean to apply. Sorry, I
Oh.
had you select it.
I'm a little surprised that apparently I'm surprised the 9 hit.
Yeah. Wait. Did you not target? Yeah, that's you apparently.
That's a
didn't
9.
target.
That was a 9.
Yeah, that doesn't hit.
That's a stock 1. That's like a 1/1.
Sorry. Your chaos pulse just the metal in the cave interferes with the chaos aspect of it, and it just fizzes out of existence.
All right. Well, I
Just
tried.
normal pulse.
All right. So,
Very orderly.
everyone gets temp HP.
Sweet.
Wow. Is this new?
No.
Damn. How much temp HP? Average
That-
number of hit points. Oh god.
You gain when you heal using a recovery.
That's a lot of math.
You
It's
plug it
not.
into the dice calculators if you want.
29. Thank God mine was a multiple of 5.
I had 28.
What rallying cry do you give your troops, Leanne?
Well, I'll be honest with you. I didn't have one written down and planned for fighting robot dinosaurs.
Fool! Fool!
It's
Oh,
coming.
Started singing I Need a Hero or something.
Hold fast! Their teeth are sharp, but our blades are sharper.
All right. So that was a quick.
Teeth are so sharp, so sharp.
All right. Okay, I'm looking at my circumstances here. I'm gonna stab at this raptor in front of me.
Oh my
Oh.
lord.
Oh,
Yes.
baby.
Yes.
I don't think my command point gain is supposed to be doubled.
You take
Nope.
those.
It sure isn't supposed to be doubled. Just take the first one. With a huge thrust, you take out massive amounts of components. The raptor rolls up almost as if an armadillo into a ball. It can't move next time, but it at least only takes half damage, and it's badly injured.
All right. That's all. That's all for me.
All right, Kalia. You have many trickles of blood bleeding from your various scratches, and what do you do?
So I guess that's a standard action. So I am going to heal myself
'Kay.
first. And where's my recoveries? Oh, that was a good recovery.
Your flesh is all itchy and cold.
Ew. Who is anybody else? Dame, do you want a little bit more healing? Because I have a new spell that I could flex.
Let's see. I'm doing okay as long as I don't get tag teamed again, but up to
'Cause
you.
my spell, you could heal using a free recovery and then make an attack.
Yeah, if you want to do that, yeah.
I have not gotten to use this spell yet, so I will use this spell.
Okay.
Oh wait, I have to make it on the wait. Oh, okay. I didn't realize. Okay, my
so
bad.
you make the attack.
Yeah. I guess I'm doing it against the one that is untouched, the considerate raptor.
It says up to 2 nearby enemies. You can hit.
Oh,
both.
okay, both of them then. Screw it.
That is a hit against both of them as you blind them, making their giant eyes catch the light and just hate the amount of light. One of them crumbles to the ground. Its circuits fried. Its cogs fried. That is. The other apparently didn't apply the damage. And the dame, you said, is going to take your...
Yeah, Dame
bathed
can
in the
heal
light.
using a free recovery, so
Bathed
you
in
don't
the
have to take one.
cold, warm, cold lights
Ugh.
of a winter sun. Gets a recovery.
And then makes it says the following attack. I guess I don't know what the following attack means.
That's the
Didn't you
one that
already
you
do
did.
it?
That's
Oh.
the attack that.
Got it. Okay, and that's my turn.
All right, Lucian. One's down. The other has fled. There's one attacking Ash and one in front of Callie. What do you do?
Well, I can't really fire into the one that's badly injured without possibly hurting.
Just don't roll a 1 and it's fine.
Go help Ash.
Yeah.
She's squishy.
No, I'm fine.
Help Ash, don't try to shoot the one that flew away.
That is far away at this point by the...
Yeah, but I'm not going to move anyway, so I could use my long range.
Mhm.
Is that what you guys think? Okay.
I'm fine with that.
All right, I'm helping Ash. I'll try not to hurt him.
I'm ready.
I didn't hurt him. I did not hurt him.
I
Oh,
told
babe.
you, just don't miss.
It is also going to curl up into a ball, taking just half the damage, and disengage from Ash, rolling into the liquid metal, then back up, taking the half of the 55, and then the second one finds purchase as 23. I said 23. And is now leaking oil.
Okay, Grizz will try yet again and fail. He's trying.
It's just hard to bite metal.
Yeah.
A near perfect but tinny, almost as if like spoken from behind a sheet of plate metal, imitation of Leanne's voice, shouting out the same command as Leanne did. What was it? Hold 'em, buck up, something like that.
Buck up.
Buck up. I wasn't buck
I
up.
haven't really named that one yet. It is
Dust
called
yourself off.
Erupts the sound of Leanne erupts from the raptor in front of Kalia, throwing her off guard. It uses this to try to escape and disengage. It scrabbles back up the cliff, disappearing into the cavern.
Speak, dog, speak.
The other one, meanwhile, is going to use double its movement, and both of them are going to run back into the cave to lick their wounds. They clearly bit off more than they can chew with this party.
I thought one of them
Idiots.
was an armadillo.
One of them rolled up like an armadillo.
Two
And
of
that
them,
is the end of this. Yeah, two of them did even. And that is the end of this combat.
Well,
Did-
we
did
mostly
they-
did it.
So we lost our temp HP.
Yep.
Did anyone even lose any of that temp HP I gave them?
No.
Don't think so.
Oh, I did. I could certainly go for some more.
Do I at least get it back, game? No.
Nice.
Can we inspect what the heck is going on with this one that we actually killed?
Yeah, upon inspection, it is a variation of what's called the steel raptor, or also known as a forge predator. They're pretty rarely used, but they are often, like the Dwarf King has a small employ of them and his vaults. The Crusader has about a dozen of them that he controls and hunts demons with.
Are there any parts that Dame would recognize that we could salvage?
I don't think the dame is an artificer, or she's good with metals and gems, but not with, say, constructs.
You know, I did used to be part of the Crusaders' army, though, so I might have worked with them.
Seems unlikely, but sure.
What are we looking for, Max?
The gem or any of the. I mean, I assume it's pretty like precious metal if it is like liquid metal or whatever.
You mean the gem that
Was in the
That
mouth
is-
that soaked up a spell.
Oh, got it. Okay. What would I roll to help him assist with that?
Roll a wisdom check to see if you can see if any of it's like worth pocketing. You take your best guess at what looks like the valuables and stuff them in your pocket. You'll try to sell them later.
I'll just give him to Max. I don't care about the money. I just want to rip this thing apart.
Cool. We can try to sell it at our stand.
Yep, freshly scavenged weird robot parts. Come and get them.
We'll say it's dwarven. Pulls
I
weight.
mean, is this dwarven? No.
I don't think we should be advertising dwarven things around here.
They like our weapons. They're all
Dwarven
dwarven.
craftsmanship, even if we aren't dwarves.
True.
All
It's
right.
like, even during the Cold War, you wanted Russian vodka.
Yeah,
Did you? Did
I
we?
don't know. I mean, I presume
I
so.
think so.
Versus other vodkas.
Is everyone okay?
Thanks, Leanne. I think we're good.
Okay, well, let's keep moving then.
Ash, do you wanna keep looking around?
Do I want to keep looking around?
Yeah, you're doing so good at it. Is your gallon full?
Your gallon's full.
Yeah, I passed that. I give that to you. I give that to you, Lucian.
Oh
I pass
yeah,
that over.
give it to me, a guy who actually has a belt and some pockets and stuff.
I mean,
You're
it's
not
a
gonna
okay.
just
It's a
throw it in
gallon
the
of
roll.
liquid. Yep, just put that in your pocket. Here, I'll hold it open. I'll
Switch it
pour it in
around.
for you.
Little backpack.
Dwarven craft. Find dwarven
I want to use
crafts.
my hand as a
Direct
little
from
dowsing rod.
Orzammar.
Do I sense magic
Oh,
in the area?
there's just not so much magic as just latent energy, so much electricity. In fact, as you're exploring the caverns and such, you see little bolts of lightning going between bits of metal. In one particular section, a giant arc leaps across the cavern between the roof and some wet metal. I'm gonna need who's leading? Who's in front?
Nope.
Leanne?
Me.
I like
Callie.
how
Sorry,
you
I-
just charge
I tabbed out because I thought of this Dragon Age meme that I really needed to find for a second there, so I'm in the front.
Kalia, how do you try to avoid this lightning?
Lightning? What?
God.
I'm gonna just hold my shield over my head and hope that there's
God.
not enough metal on my shield and that the
Give
scales will
me a
maybe reflect
Constitution
it.
check. DC 20.
Easy peasy. Constitution?
Yeah, the Constitution. You have to write a bunch of laws.
Now I am a trained slayer, so this is probably not the first bout of lightning that has been thrown at me. There
Tell
has
me
been
about
lightning
a
thrown
light-
at me from a teammate as well, so it's definitely not the first bout of lightning thrown at me.
Tell me the first lightning demon you felled.
Pretty early on in her career with the Crusader, she was probably a bit too cocky, like, oh, this is a stupid little lightning demon, while forgetting that, all of her armor was made out of metal, probably. So she learned very quickly, that you have to dodge the lightning, and that you can't just brute force it, because you will get fried. "26.
All right, you succeed. The lightning zaps back and forth between the spikes of your shield for a bit before dispersing, and you are good to go.
Now, how far across is this, broken bit?
That's a pretty easy leap.
Oh,
it's just
okay.
a jump. You're
Boop.
good. Further on in the cave, the whole cave shakes as, although the cause is unknown, the sound of ringing metal is as loud as if a mad god with a hammer striking the caverns themselves. I need each of you to give a Constitution check, DC 20.
Oh. Do I have advantage on? Do I have
Wait.
like any help with this because I've dealt with this place, like places like this before.
They're particularly dealing with loud sounds, so the Dane
Oh.
would certainly have a lot of
Oh,
good
never
experience
mind.
with this.
She makes the loud sounds.
You don't need to argue with me your application. Just go ahead and do it. For those who fail the DC 20,
Oh, is it matched? Can we match it?
it's match it.
Oh, thank God.
Damn it.
Dame, did you roll a 15? R.I.P.
Yeah, I rolled a
Oh.
4. So I turned a 4 into a 15. So
Nobody
you know.
look. It's embarrassing. It's
Oh, I'm
She was
rolling.
busy trying to make a jump.
Where's the last one I rolled then?
Why did you roll as me?
I didn't mean to roll as you. It's just what I had.
Oh.
I'm sorry. If your AC is 29 or lower, which all of you should be, you take 2d12 thunder damage.
Oh, no.
What? You know, I didn't even want to come on this quest.
15 damage.
Bruh.
Finally, off in some of the smaller parts of the cavern, you can see that there are some kobolds who are sneaking about carrying a giant glowing magic diamond. They're too far away to catch them, and as soon as they see you, they let loose some arrows just to cover their tracks and skitter down an even tighter, cramped area.
Grizzle! Is that you?
Hey, well, you don't smell any poop. It wasn't Gwizzle.
Yeah.
That's good to note. We do not smell any poop.
What a nice, clean cave.
That said, the smell of sulfur gets much, much heavier as you get deeper in. And the place where Prax had told you would be a secret door, you find the door is already open. It's passageway leading down to a much heavier smell of sulfur with heat of lava.
Well, keep going.
Yeah.
You know.
We've dealt with lava before.
I practically eat this stuff. Poop it too.
You go down and come into a lake of lava after passing the outer bits of which is just all sorts of bookcases and schematics, much like Prax's, but far more based on magic. At the end of a long metallic arm are 3 forgeborn who are waiting there.
That means they're robots, Seb.
Yeah. Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Does it? All right.
The laboratory has already been ransacked, and you can see that they are moments away from striking a large glowing crystal. What is assuredly right here, from where it was forged, must it be destroyed again? And it looks like they are about to destroy the heart that you have come here to claim.
Ah!
All of them turn to attention. One of them appears to be a tank build in the front, the other a mage or sorcerer, and the final an archer.
Why are you guys destroying the heart?
The first, the tank one, whirs around to look at you guys and speaks and introduces himself. I, Hammer of God. This, and he gestures back at the heart, abomination of God. Forgeborn do not create Forgeborn. is blasphemy. And he raises a hand at the sky, which is just the ceiling cavern.
Nope, we're weapon sealers. It's not forgeborn. We ordered it.
I am Namshub of the Paradise Trading Company. Welcome. Wait, not welcome. Welcome us. Bow your head. Do
Surely,
you know who I am?
surely traitors would not be here in the hidden vault of Bella, seeking the heart that could power an automaton by happen chance.
Oh,
We
well,
are very industrious traders.
you don't know my business.
There is nothing
I am-
that this unit could consider in its repositories that a trader would want outside of creating automaton, which is suspicious because Prax, who we have already stopped the efforts of once, burst into his secret lab and stopped him from making. Surely we know that he is working on unit number 2.
We employ Prax. We hold his contract.
You know what? I want to use that icon roll.
Okay.
And I'm gonna be using the Lich King. That all positive Lich King. No complications. I want to gather power silently.
Okay. And before a
That's-
battle,
Huh?
normally you can't gather power before a battle.
So
I assume that's part of your iconic metaphor.
Yeah. I mean, I can use the Archmage as well if you want me to.
No,
And
I'm
mix this
just
up.
I'm just clarifying that you're buying both before a
Yeah,
battle and
I-
quiet.
I
Tell
would
me
like
about
to,
how the
yeah.
Lich King would enable such things.
Oh, I was, like the very best of his soldiers were assassins, right? Like, why start an entire battle if you can just kill the dude before he's supposed to show up to the dance battle tomorrow? You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. All right, you are quietly brimming with power.
And then I am going to. Should I 3 dooms this guy? Is this what we're doing? I feel like this is what we're doing.
Hamburger God continues speaking to the party. It's like, my gods, they tell me your words ring hollow. That you are not that. I must stay upon my course and destroy this abomination of a creature.
Who are your
Prax too. He is too dangerous to be left alive, even as useful
Right.
as he is to be healed.
Uh-huh. Yep. That's right.
Wait, who are their gods? No.
62 energy versus against 20 PD.
All
for the
right,
Hammer of God.
we're going to go straight into combat.
Can we use like any like wisdom rolls or anything to kind of figure out who they're working for?
If you want to talk to them mid-battle, you're free
Come
to.
on.
Okay, fine.
All right, so this won't surprise you.
Well, someone roll the 1, someone roll the 20.
This won't surprise you, but they were not They were not caught unawares by your attack as well.
Oh my god, again with the dexterity rolls, Kalia. Good, jeez.
Okay.
So
So I did hit him for 62 damage if it hits 20 PD.
okay,
It's physical defense.
hold on. So since you attacked first, we'll give you'll attack him, and then they'll get theirs. One of their members will get a surprise round, and then we'll go to regular initiative.
Okay. So that was it. 20 PD.
All right, let me check his PD. That is a perfect hit.
Then 62 damage, but it's fire.
They don't have any particular resistances or vulnerabilities.
Okay, then so yeah, 62 fire damage.
Oh, undo. Hold on. I'm sorry.
Wait a second,
I had everyone selected. Hold on.
Wait! Ow!
Applies healing. applies. No, oh, I've messed everything up. Okay, Hammer of God.
Good work, Tim.
Yeah, I'm good at this. Minus 62.
Yeah, at least you didn't hit us all with a minus 62.
His armor and shield. His shield heats up bright red from the heat as the rest of the armor gets singed. And he stands there unmoving and points his mace and says, "My gods will make sure to enact vengeance upon you." In return, their mage is going to attack. How many people?
Don't say fireball. Don't say fireball.
2 people with spinning cogs. He's going to attack the people in front.
It's gonna hit Hammer of God.
You know, my gods used to say the same thing, and now they're buried under 3 feet of dirt.
So can we figure out, based off of the spell, who their gods are?
One of them is cleric, like the rest may not actually follow a god. But yes, you could try to check with the. Anyways, red hot cogs go flying, but just eat into the stone around you guys and do no damage.
Do you want a wisdom check or what?
No. Oh, to identify their gods?
Yeah.
Hold off on that. You haven't learned
Okay.
anything yet.
Wait a second. Wait a second. That's an enemy spell, right?
Yeah.
No. Man, okay. No, go ahead. Sorry.
Hammer of God is going to rush forward, engaging with both Ash and Lucian. He is going to split his 2 attacks against the 2 of them. First hitting Lucian, swinging his mace and fists with 4 whirring arms. He hits Lucian, and the impact leaves a nasty bruise. He hits Ash, so both of you take 7 damage and 5 ongoing. And he gets to stomp. Which will be against both of you. But you guys managed to resist the force of air from his heavy foot stomping down and cracking into the stairs beneath you.
Is this 13th page or Yu-Gi-Oh? With how long these enemy turns are getting.
Right. All right, Callie, it is now your turn.
Yeah, I'm shocked that it's my turn again. I am going to do this. Before we get too far into the fight. Which one is it? This one? Add 10 to the miss damage of your attacks and the attacks of your nearby allies. Blah blah blah. Here we go. And then I'm just gonna move a little bit right here in front of Leanne. And throw a javelin of faith at this dude. Alt click. Oh, does that hit?
Yes.
Wow, size PDs. Oh, it's PD, not AC. Good to know. Also, oh no, he is already damaged. Okay, that's it.
All right, Max. What do you do?
All right. I would like to disengage and transform.
Okay, if you can either disengage and take an attack opportunity, or you can roll the disengage and might not succeed.
I'll take the attack of opportunity.
'Kay.
Also, I don't see my new icon.
I think you maybe clicked it twice.
Wait, where's Grizz? Okay, good. Grizz is normal.
I actually put in a check to make sure that couldn't happen.
So I have no idea. It's like I
Yeah,
can't
everything
even
just
see.
kind of froze up for a second. Hold on. Hello? Game? Please hold. I'm reloading.
Cool.
Now, so you're trying to figure out what god he is, right? Okay, I'm back in.
Yeah, but I'm also just trying to disengage and go into beast mode.
Okay, I see your token is normal now. Oh, now I hear music even. Alright, let me roll the attacks opportunity. 1, 2. Both hit
Why are there two?
because he gets 2 attacks.
Okay.
Alright, so you take 14 damage and you now have 15 ongoing damage and 3 stacks.
Okay, first off. Wait, sorry. I meant to roll this. For my temp HP. Alright, and then what was it? How much?
You took 2 attacks for 7, so 14 total.
Okay.
And then at the end of your turn, you'll take 15 damage and get to roll up for one of those stacks and remove.
Okay. 33 minus 14, 19.
He's injured, bud.
Alright. Then I will roll up to... Or running on all fours up to this person.
Okay.
Did you?
Oh my
Just,
god.
you know what? You deserve
Alright.
this. You got a double nat 20, like. Hang on.
That's insane.
Doesn't it just take the better? Or what does it do?
It does just take the better.
Hey, you wanna just reroll some damage and I never die?
Yeah. So I reroll 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of them.
Looks like it. And add an additional 2d6.
76.
Whoa. Whoa.
And then double my charisma modifier for a nice +8.
Jesus Lord, that's
A good one.
a good one.
That's a good one.
Oh, math. It's probably around that. You tear out massive chunks of its body, and one of its limbs go completely limp. Its servo's whirring
Okay,
as he is near death.
Grizz is running up and would like to attack.
That
with-
Grizz was too far away to get there in one
Oh,
movement.
Okay.
He could get up to like here.
Okay.
All right, Dame, it's your turn. If you're talking, you're muted.
Sorry. She's coming forward and then she's going to attack Hammer of God. We're just going to, I think we'll just do Echoing Thunder for now, get the feel of things. And hit nicely.
Dame, you're nothing if not consistent with your damage.
Thank you.
The thunder shatters. Oh, come on! I keep hitting the wrong people. I'm struggling today. And you do 25 damage.
Great.
All right. Guess what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna walk up. I'm gonna target. And then I'm gonna melee.
His large shield deflects your blow.
Everyone always says the opening act's better than the follow-up.
Oh.
Five.
What does that mean? What does that mean?
What? Red like lava? Because she's a tiefling. Her
Oh.
skin. 5 spinning cogs are gonna fly out.
He and I gotta have this talk. Because things have changed.
Each of you are gonna get struck on the head, and all of you are now confused.
What is this a spell?
Yeah.
Okay, I cast counterspell. Counterspell.
Well,
I'd appreciate that.
yeah, got me there.
It has been. This is the same day since our last encounter, right? Or is this a different day? you
I know
consider
it's the same day.
Okay, sure. Were it not, then 16 versus the MD of that guy.
That is a failure.
Oh,
What did I had a +4 for this encounter, right? Yeah, I'll add it to that.
That is a hit. You managed to slurp up the massive amounts of spinning cogs about to hit all your friends.
oh, thank goodness.
That's clutch.
Thoroughly defeated, completely outmatched, outclassed. Every one of them nearly destroyed in one go. One of them, their spell just slurped up, seemingly with ease. They throw down their weapons and forfeit, hoping to still hold on to their lives.
I'm willing to accept surrender.
Same.
Same.
Lucian, curb your bloodlust.
Oh, he looks like he's about to rip this person's head off, but
Lucian, no.
instead he turns back, and he
Mac-
just demands,
Mac,
"Who
think
do
about
you
it,
work
though.
for?" What?
This time you could rip the head off of an actual robot.
Yeah, that's true. I could actually do it.
The Trine and Rising Red Mist introduce themselves basically and gesture towards the heart, and they're like, "Do know this is abomination. You are enabling a grievous crime."
Who do you work for?
They list off their current owners, but explain that they came here of their own accord to try to stop one of their fellow forgeborn from making a mistake.
Oh,
And
from being independent. So you guys became independent.
they acted independently in this one instance in order to prevent others from being more independent and bringing down the rougher conditions on all of them.
The way I see it, isn't being a forgeborn an abomination in of itself?
They just stare at you, expressions blank.
I see no harm in letting one more be added to this world.
Ooh.
Hammer God is the most angry of all of them, and he shouts how a forgeborn created by another forgeborn is invisible to the gods.
And-
What gods? What are they talking about?
I think that's a benefit, considering how the deities have been.
Aren't we their gods if we made them?
For Hammer God worships the bright god of craftsmanship.
Oh.
That's an interesting.
What about the
take.
rest?
The rest of them are not a cleric style. They're just normal people.
All right. What's the problem with having one with this heart? Any other repercussions besides there being one?
precedent.
Prax could teach others to make more. Soon, entire clans could spring up, invisible to the gods, able to do what they please. They are a threat.
We'll take
The
away his
Empire's handled
instructions.
godless threats before.
But if we're gonna take away his instructions, and he'll never have the resources to do this again. Correct?
That seems... No, knowledge in his head. He could make it again.
Can they be reprogrammed or no? I'm just asking that to GM.
Again, they're actually people, like, from a, they aren't programmed. They have personalities, they learn, they grow, they have knowledge.
They could be player characters.
Okay. I will take the heart. And what are they gonna do after this?
We will return to those who own us and resume our work.
Oh.
For the best, I imagine. Before you return to work, you should probably repair your one friend.
Trine looks down at his nearly destroyed body. Prax, one of only who can repair me, and unlikely to be inclined.
Well, I don't blame him.
So if you get injured doing something independent, what do you owe your owner?
I am but damaged property. Property does not pay for its own damage.
Okay.
That is explicitly written in the real estate laws, you know.
Hammer God says one final thing, looking at Lucian, who has the priestess's necklace around his neck, and he says, "Where do you think the souls for new forgeborn come from?" And then he lets himself, just shuts up and refuses to talk the rest of the trip back.
Oh, hell yes. I love it.
Dame, where do they come from?
What?
You gotta kill someone to get their soul and put it in the forgeborn, Lucian.
Does anyone actually know that? Or don't we have a book that could tell us?
We do.
The Necronominon is about monsters and less about things like the philosophical nature about where a soul comes from.
Yeah, it's not. Look, he was out there to kill things. He doesn't care about the philosophical conundrums of life.
Yeah,
I mean, you could ask the book if you want.
that's fair.
I don't know. I don't do artificer. I've never seen one made.
From the door's perspective, they don't have souls.
They're machines. They're tools.
Well, they clearly do if they're out doing their own missions and have their own
They have
goals and
personalities that's
agendas,
different from a
yeah.
soul.
and lie to us about them. So
I mean,
The dame can make brooms and axes just kind of magically spin around and attack things and make distractions.
You are attuned to multiple magical objects who have imbued personality quirks on you.
And yet, the one we've seen the most has had a true soul within it.
Which one?
You really forgetting about the literal talking axe that was on the lizard's back?
Oh, yeah, true. But But that one was specifically a soul that was trapped, not a true magic item. That was a binding ritual.
Who says souls aren't just binding rituals?
how much does Dame know about these people in general?
Not much.
So you don't know how we could take out like a memory
No.
or unplug or
No.
Okay.
I don't think that
Up, Max.
I don't think
I was
the Jade
being
Spines have
optimistic.
ever had one.
Well, I think before we get up there, we should just talk as a party what we want to do.
We delivered a metal, we delivered a heart.
And then?
I don't see any reason for us to get involved further unless they specifically want to escape from their grasp.
Well, I mean, their concerns are that he'd make more.
If he needs the heart and the notes, why can't we request that he use another artificer to actually finish this and just say that it's a commission directly from a forgeborn?
We could,
So
but
that
if he has memory and he doesn't actually need the notes.
Well, yeah, no, but like we can take the notes and the heart to the other artificer and be like, hey, we have a commission for you. Somebody else has built the body. We need you to, I don't know, enliven it or whatever you call it.
Here's the thing. Leanne does not care at all about him having the knowledge of being able to make another.
Why?
I don't know if you've noticed, but she's already part of a minority. And new species isn't exactly something that she considers out of the ordinary. This is like if halflings weren't allowed to have sex unless, like, a dwarf approved of it.
See, and the Dame feels like it's more like your hammers getting together and deciding that they want there to be a little baby hammer. It's weird and it's not okay, and you don't really want a gazillion hammers wandering around.
All right, so we're just gonna...
Well, I mean, that depends on what the hammers see as what's in the best line of sight for the like.
But
The
things
hammers
would get
are
built so much faster if there were hammers everywhere.
like the hammer decides what's good for the hammer, don't you
They're
think?
not all hammers, either.
All right,
Okay,
so we're
yeah,
just handing it
But
over.
Well,
And
I'm
letting
just
it be.
saying, if a fork and a spoon want to make a spork, I'm not going to stop them.
Leanne Moritz, 2021.
No.
All right.
So we're doing it. We're just not going to worry about it.
I mean,
Yeah, it'll come to bite us back in the ass later if there's some negative what is the word?
Repercussions.
Repercussions.
what are
I
you gonna
guess-
do about it?
I guess he will be the elves' problem.
Also, they
Yeah.
will like us. So we just have to worry about people that don't like them.
I mean, if you guys are here for it, so am I. I just don't want to be responsible for genocide. You know, by accident. You know, like.
Yeah.
All right.
Dame
I'm
thinks it's a
down.
bad idea, but she's willing to do it.
All
okay,
right.
Jim, I think we're ready.
You have this discussion on the way back to Entowood. You have plenty of time to hash it out back and forth. You return to Prax's secret workshop, gallon of living metal and heart in hand. He is very excited. His little metallic feet making tip tap noises as they go as he like jogs in place
Oh my
almost.
god, it's so cute.
Oh, elite, efficient adventurers! You have done it! How enchanting people!
We did have to fight friends of yours, apparently.
Frightened Prax, did you hammer of God? Oh no.
And Trine and something missed. Interesting names you all have.
I hope they did not frumpy you.
Aren't they with us?
I don't know, did you march them back with you? They said they were just gonna go back to their owners.
Oh, okay.
I mean, they went with us back, and then they kind of just went away.
Trine was injured and could probably use some repairs, but didn't think you would be willing to do them.
Prax generous! Prax will use any excess living metal to repair Trine. If only Prax can spend time with Galatos.
Who?
The guy he's working on.
Oh.
Well, then you and Trine should talk about that.
Excellent! Envious! Quick! Time is running short. The shell is wearing out.
Let's do it.
All right, I give it to him, but before he takes it, I say, "But we're taking the instructions after we leave."
He doesn't care one bit. Enterprising Prax only needs Galatos. He, working quickly, he puts the heart in, connecting it up with the rest of the chassis. He uses a mold in order to pour the living metal around, almost like magnets, pushing it into place and quickly hardening it. A soft glow starts to eke into the eyes and joints of Galatos. The heart beats once, twice, 3 times, and then stops again as the light starts to fade out of him. Prax is very upset and is like double checking the attention, the connections and such, checking his notes. He's like, oh no, instinctive Prax, insightful Prax, and he gestures at the party looking for help. Is missing love.
Oh, never mind. I don't want to help anymore.
Innocent
Love?
party.
Are
A
you
soul needs love.
Oh, wait. I
you
got
almost-
something for this.
Oh my
Oh,
I have a whole invocation that's called Invocation of Love, unfortunately. Has a free action at some dramatic moment. You are an ally. Your choice can roll for an icon relationship, blah, blah, blah. I have a feeling that I don't have to use an icon relationship
you've
for this.
never
Nope.
used this before.
I've never used this
It
because
looks pretty good.
the problem is like it has to be like a dramatic moment. I mean there have been some dramatic moments where I could have used it, but it's basically just like you get to use an icon relationship. It's kind of like not the best.
Alright, your invocation of love is certainly going to be effective, but you have to accompany it by saying or doing something in the neighborhood of love.
Right. So Kalia's she's a cleric. So she's gonna kind of step forward, and look Galatos over and kind of nod, and is there maybe like some tinctures or herbs or oils or anything anywhere in this like
For a
workshop?
Not in the robot workshop, but the dame actually keeps a small supply of stuff for exotic baths on her.
Yeah. So Kalia's
her.
gonna sift through some of these flower petals and oils, and using her knowledge of different rituals and stuff like that is going to make kind of like an anointing oil that lovers would give to each other as part of like a wedding ceremony, and anoint Galatos with the oil.
Are you marrying Prax and Galatos?
Yes, I am married the robot.
Say the words.
No.
I now pronounce you robot and robot.
Now they're gonna have babies.
I told them they
Like
couldn't have babies. I told
a
them they
kid.
couldn't have babies.
It's like a kid and a parent. Like, Glatos has no say in this matter at all.
Prax has been holding.
It's legally binding, okay? You can't say anything. They're robot husbands.
Prax has been holding on. If Forgeborn could cry, he would have been crying.
Kalia's crying for him. It's okay.
And as you anoint them and they are now legally wed, Galatos' heart starts beating again, empowered by your anointment of love, invocation of love. And Galatos gets up and looks around at the world, alive for the first time. Not dead, alive. He gets up on uneasy legs, quickly getting his bearings. and then holds out his hand, and Prax takes it. They fit perfectly, not even just millimeters of space between their fingers, intricately designed to perfectly fit in each other's hands. And they stare in each other's robot eyes, and Prax turns back to the party. Jaunty party! So joyous, Prax, so joyous and keen and kind and knowledgeable! Thank you so much! And GLaDOS just turns and smiles at the party.
Well,
Does he?
You're welcome. It's just, no babies. Remember what I said? No babies.
GLaDOS, welcome to the world.
It is a pleasure to be here.
Take that back now. Take that back. Take that back. This is a wholesome moment.
And Lucian ruined it.
Prax, ask each of you for your requests, what he'll build for you. He promises to work tirelessly overnight and
On their
get them
wedding
produced
night?
in the morning.
Wow.
One more comment and I will smack you over the head so hard.
Each of you tell me what you want out of that list by next session. We're going to go ahead and wrap up session there unless you guys have anything further to say.
Where
Can
is
you
the list
can you
again?
ping the session? Yeah, the list, yeah.
Yes.
I think it's.
Yay.
All right, I see.
Let's go ahead and do, unless you guys have anything further to say to the new lovers, we can do a session wrap up.
Okay.
Remember, Prax? Happy wife, happy life.
He nods in complete
Pat
understanding.
him on the shoulder.
Clunk, clunk. Max, we'll start off with you. What's something you liked? What's something or someone you want to see again? And why do you think Callie and Leanne haven't told each other they love each other yet?
Oh my god.
I liked that the
Oh. And what's one thing you learned about love? And if you were a robot, what robot would you be?
oh my god.
What?
I don't know if I could say. All right. I liked that the enemies were like adapting to what we were doing and were like stronger in that way. I also liked Leanne overall, just like saving the whole party from, I don't know, like I felt like Leanne did a ton this time, and having everyone be confused for like one turn is so OP that we were so lucky that we turned that around.
That was Seb who countermagicked that one, but yeah.
Yes, that-
Right, but it wouldn't have hit if it weren't for Leanne, right?
Correct.
Yeah, so I think he used those all pretty well this time. And probably MVP is those two. And then what robot would I be?
Apparently.
It goes Yep.
Pow?
Ew.
Vacuum.
Uh-huh.
All right, so I think overall, Toon MVP for remembering about icon relationships.
Let's give me a round of applause, everybody.
A round of applause for Toon remembering to do his job as a DM.
He did it. Second, Kalia, clever usage of your icon relationship. I approve.
Yep, I liked it.
Thank you.
Thirdly, Seb, horrendous use of your
Oh yeah, I know.
your icon relationship uses were fine.
Thank you.
And above all else, Max, good work getting 2 5% in a row.
I work hard.
And the robot I would want to be I would want to be a typewriter.
Good. Alan?
Let's see.
Endless screaming in black and white.
I liked the unexpected moral dilemmas that we encountered about the nature of personhood. I don't think we were expecting to find those in a Valentine's Day special, but you know.
What else is love if not moral conflict in your heart?
Sure.
Okay, Kingdom Hearts.
Yeah, I thought we rolled well, which was exciting. I thought we did well in combat. That was all very good.
Did you like getting almost one-shotted?
Yeah,
No.
Dave just standing in the back.
I still had 17 health left, but yeah, no, that was not fun.
You almost get to feel my displeasure.
Yeah. Let's see. Something I want to see again. I would like to see Trine. Is that the one that got injured?
Yeah.
I want to make sure that Trine is okay.
Okay.
Let's see. And what robot would I want to be? I don't know what specific robot, but whatever it is, I want it to be Turing complete.
Roman?
I liked finally be able to use that invocation. It's very weird and has like a kind of specific places where you can use it, and really it's not all that special, but it's pretty darn cool to use everything in my kit at least once. I also did like the monsters like changing. I was like, oh, this fight's gonna be easy, and then these fucking monsters started changing their shapes, and I was like, I'm scared.
Let me just tell you, I only used like half their list. I self-imposed a limit of 2 adaptations per rather than all of them. And they additionally had the option of taking half damage on even rolls when the escalation die was even, and half damage on odd rolls when the escalation die was odd. And I'm like, nope.
Oh my god. Whoever wrote those monsters, I have a special message for you, and it's frick you.
Yes.
And I would be one of the robot that I would be as one of the really cute delivery robots that hang around the area that I live.
Help. Help.
They're so
Help.
cute, and when they get
Help.
knocked over, they make a little noise like that, and when you help them up, they say thank you.
Thank you.
And it's really cute, and they deliver food, and they're just so cute and small, and they have little orange flags on their backs, so I would be able to be one of them.
They're not like drones. They're like
No, they're like little cars.
they drive on the
Basically,
road.
No, on the sidewalk. It's like cooler on wheels, basically. And they deliver your food for you.
What if someone just steals the food while
They're
tries to
locked.
pass
You
it
have to use an app to open them.
Ah,
Yeah.
See,
They're so
Lucian's
cute.
just
very cool.
Max is just always thinking about crimes.
Seb?
Well, it's like I live in Milwaukee.
Yeah.
We don't have that shit going around.
Me? Nah. I like today's session just because it was another good example of sort of something that was just like a quick hit and it stuck, right? Like it was a filler session for most intents and purposes, but it was still hit all the checks and pieces, and we still got to see an interesting set piece. The metallic raptors of all things, I want to say were a particular hit for me because they reminded me of like another game that I played that of all things was about cavemen, like Unga Bunga, Stone and Bone cavemen. One of the enemies, or an entire faction of enemies rather, were just like metal construct dinosaurs, which is interesting to see come up as a theme in 13th Age.
Yeah, I don't think
All
it's
things.
a unique idea, but yeah, they are fun enemies. If maybe a bit overloaded.
I don't know. That's the thing. This is only the second time I've ever seen them in a piece of media, which I'm just sort of excited to see them. Right?
Sure.
Like, it's different from like a dinosaur with cybernetic parts, which Not opposed to seeing here either. You know, just saying. I mean, we might as well hit the trifecta.
Transformers.
We get it, Seb. You're a
Aliens.
scaly. You like dinosaurs and snakes.
I had nothing to do with Toon's decision to choose reptiles.
The
or
art is from
dinosaurs.
Horizon Zero Dawn, an excellent game about people who, like humanity, established these creatures and built these cybernetic dinosaur-like stuff, and then humanity fell, and then they're living and as a not quite caveman, but like early hunter-gatherer societies, and just they think they're creatures like anything else. Good game. This adventure was actually called from 3 Hearts Over Glitterhagen, a 13th Age published
Yeah,
adventure.
thanks to whoever mentioned it in the chat.
Yeah, one of our users, Death Metal Bard, I think, mentioned it. Here's some possible hooks for the future that this could have led to. Some of which I pulled into just the lore of this, like Galatos being invisible to all the gods. That leads into a threat between the Crusader wants to use them for an assassination attempt against the priestess. Things like the Lich King inviting Galatos and Prax to Necropolis to perform a marriage. The prophecy that Prax will rise to become an icon called the Artificer. Where's my favorite one? Galatos has the ability to command non-sentient constructs. Prax and Galatos break up and Galatos becomes a powerful megalomaniac villain. A broken Prax seeks out the adventurers to help him make a forgeborn companion. Apparently Galatos was not Prax's first nor last attempt.
Oh.
My gosh. Prax? I knew it. We didn't get consent from the other one.
Oh.
It was a fun session, everyone. I will see you again next week. Let me know what items you're picking. You additionally each got 100 gold each from what you've looted, and another 300 gold each if you're splitting up the profits of the sword sales from last session.
Oh, Nam Shub is an excellent salesman. All of you get paid today.
And the decision I need outside of your item pick by next week is: are you guys going to work with the Crusader forces or against them, or just kind of ignore them?
Okay.
We will discuss this over spiced buns and much mead. Yes.
Yes.